We're here. Yes. Okay. 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 5 hours. It's here. What's going on, guys? Today, prophecy has been foretold. Kirby Air Riders is here. 20 long years of waiting. And to celebrate, I'm making a new video. Today is going to be about setting boundaries. And while talking about that, I'm going to be making some cheddar biscuits stuffed with mozzarella cheese and pepperoni. So, I guess pizza cheddar biscuits. Yeah, I'm going to call it that. But yeah, anyway, special day. It's finally here. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a watch. I had the recipe in the description. And yeah, getting Kirby Air Riders, also, kudos to you because you're awesome. Anyway, have a good one and peace. What's going on, guys? This is Trent from Trentfluence, and today I want to talk about setting boundaries and how it can be a game changer in your life. Now, it's very similar to the video where I made about people pleasing, but in a much more deeper level. So, boundaries, what even are they? Well, they're essentially rules that you make for yourself as far as like what you're willing to tolerate, put up with, deal with, whatever it may be, what your capacity is as a person, what you're willing to handle, all that jazz. And boundaries are for just making sure to keep yourself in check so you don't end up allowing people to step all over you, like most people pleasers would do. So that's how similar it is in that regard, but it's more so less about trying to appease other people and more about making sure you respect your peace and respect yourself. Because I think about it this way. Without boundaries, you essentially give people in situations the power to take away and affect your happiness, to take away and affect your peace, and to make life shitty for you while they get the benefit of taking away your happiness and your peace. So essentially, if you help somebody beyond your capacity, like, for example, like you allow somebody to use your car, but you don't give them a limit to how much they can use the car, they just use it. You don't make them pay for gas. You don't make them, assign them certain days to use it, so you can actually have the car for yourself, so you use it for what you need. You just allow them to use it and say, it's fine. I need to use your car for a few days. Is that okay? Yeah. But then you need to do something, but you don't want to make it inconvenient for them because they need your car for something desperate. It could be whatever. It could be like they lost their car, they need it for a job, and sure. And the reason why you want to set boundaries for something like that is because they could easily take advantage of you and just eventually be like, well, use my car. Let me use your car for this, so I have less incentive to go fix my own car situation because I have my friend's car to use. And as a result of you letting them just have that, they will slowly get more and more complacent and less respectful of your car, and essentially just leave you hanging while you essentially do need your car to do stuff you need, but you just end up, for whatever reason, not confronting them about it, not making rules, not being like, hey, I know I let you use my car for this long, but I need it back. And it's like, oh, but I really need it. Well, sorry. And when you set boundaries, especially when you set boundaries late in the game when people have already gotten complacent and comfortable with you, then you start getting pushback. And the reason why a lot of us don't set boundaries in the first place is because we're afraid of that pushback. We're afraid of that confrontation. We don't want to make things inconvenient because maybe we want to keep our friend, want to keep a relationship, or keep a family member, keep someone in our lives. And we don't want to be the bad guy. I want to be on everybody's good side, everybody's good graces. But to set boundaries is to accept the reality that you are going to inconvenience people. People are going to be mad. People are going to see you as a bad guy, and people are going to antagonize you for it. And it's unfortunate, sad reality of this world. Like, I myself was afraid of setting hard boundaries on things because I didn't want to lose. But I want to be the good guy to everybody, want to be in everybody's good graces, didn't want to, be the person that anybody would get mad at. And you know what? It's draining, it's grating. It makes you end up becoming a fake person because you end up developing a personality to where you hold yourself back for the sake of other people, whether it's mentally, physically, financially, or otherwise. And it starts to, especially depending on the severity of how much people are using you, it starts to really make you resentful internally, because now you're starting to wish that you could have these things that you technically have, but people are just taking advantage of, and you don't want to confront them because you don't want to lose them. And it sucks. It's a very hard dilemma. We don't want to lose people, but in reality, like, I'll say this: if somebody really was about you, really respect you, and really wanted to understand you, setting a boundary would not make you lose their friendship or their relationship with you. If they were really about you, then respecting your boundary wouldn't be that big of a deal for them. But unfortunately, that's just not going to be everybody. Like, people are going to see you, depending on if you just meet them or depending on if you've known them for a while. People are going to start seeing you as the bad guy, the person that, oh, you changed now. Now you're a bit more mean. Now you're the bad guy. Now you're tripping. And it's like, I'm tripping, like, for not allowing you, for telling you to pick up after yourself in my own house. And I'm tripping because I got tired of you leaving trash and I had to pick up after you for like months on end. I'm tripping. I'm just trying to set a boundary and establish a rule where I want you to respect my place. And I'm tripping. I'm the bad guy. I'm the meanie butthead. Like, no, if someone wants to make you the villain for establishing boundaries, especially like rational boundaries, then honestly, and it's unfortunate to say it, but you gotta let those people go. Or give them some space, some time to hopefully reflect and maybe come back with a better understanding of how their actions affected you. But if people don't want to try to understand and respect your boundaries, then you know what? That's on them. And you don't have to be resentful towards them. Just learn that they were not meant to be in your life if they want to disrespect your boundaries, because essentially they just make your life harder. And this is a video about, like, just rejecting everybody. But having boundaries and having respect for yourself and allowing you to live your best life and being able to respect your happiness, your space, and your own peace. Because when I started developing boundaries for myself, recognizing my capacity, I love to help people. I love to make people happy, make people smile, and support people in need. And I realized that there's some times where I just can't do that all the time, and I need to support myself. And I need to just be about myself. And if I just do things for too long for other people and don't get reciprocation, whether or not people can or cannot reciprocate, I need to reciprocate to myself. And so, because I didn't do that, I almost ruined like a friendship or several friendships because of that. Because I didn't speak up on what I needed out of a situation where I was helping somebody, but I was helping too much, offering this and that. Basically, essentially giving like my entire livelihood to people. And it's like, what, like, sure, I'm helping them, but how do I, we pour into somebody else's cup, pour into somebody's cup and then they pour back into yours, or you pour back into your own cup. If you just keep on pouring out of people's cup and you have nothing pouring back into yours, then what are you going to do? You're going to just bleed yourself dry. You're going to end up, once you get dry, just start getting resentful of the situation, start getting mad, but you're going to be mad at yourself because you didn't say anything. You just stayed silent, just said, oh, it's okay, it's fine. You keep using my car. You know, that's okay. You keep throwing trash down, that's okay, I'll pick it up. And being too afraid to actually set boundaries. And it's way easier said than done. Like, just to take the initiative to set boundaries, especially when you're not used to it. Like, there's some people who are just born and raised in a way and grew up in a way where they had to set hard boundaries. You know what? Good for you. This video is probably not for you. If you're like, oh, it was me, you're a man, you should probably know. Like, this video is probably not for you, if I'm being completely 100% honest. But on my end, right, like, to take the initiative to even start to learn how to set boundaries, like, it's way easier said than done. It's hard, and it's emotionally draining and taxing, and oftentimes it's not going to go well. It's just not, especially when you're used to a situation, or a situation that's been happening for a long time. It's going to ruffle some feathers. It's going to stir the pot, and it sucks. But the thing is, though, you will come out better for it, whether you have the person you set boundaries with there or not. Like, you set the boundary for yourself to earn your peace, your happiness, to live the way you want to. And if they truly understand, even if things went rough, they'll come around. Okay? Like, people who are really about you will try and come to understand why you set a boundary and respect your boundaries, your space, your time, your presence, your support, your resources, and maybe even be able to give back, or at least be able to just support you and be like a cheerleader or something. But if you just refuse to set any boundaries at all, don't take the initiative, and don't even try, whether it's good or bad, then you're going to get resentful. You're going to get miserable, and you're going to start getting resentful. No matter how much of a saint we all think we are, everybody has a limit to their capacity. And if you don't set boundaries for yourself, then you're eventually going to reach that limit, whether you like it or not. And I know I've reached that limit, and it wasn't a fun time. But now that I have, and I've started setting boundaries, it just started getting a lot better. Life's been, quite honestly, pretty peaceful. I haven't made a video in a while because I've been working on that peace and have started to really make good strides in achieving that peace. And I hope anybody watching this video and listening in the background can do the same. Because you deserve your happiness. But if you don't it's not going to happen by you not doing anything. You have to make that happiness happen on your own. And a big part of that is setting boundaries. It may not be the end all be all. You still have more to do than just setting boundaries. Like, I'm not perfect. I still have a lot of work to do. But setting boundaries, at least in my humble opinion, is a game changer and a big step to achieving your peace and your happiness in your life. Because you will not allow other people to dictate your happiness, your success, and your capacity and your tolerance. That's up to you to determine for other people to respect that. With that being said, there's Trent from Trentfluence. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and peace.